we are just going to take the next few minutes and we are going to talk about a brand that has been trending on Google. It has been trending on social media. They sold about $3 billion in one country and just came to North America. And I will tell you, timing is to direct sales like location is to real estate. You can make a lot of money when you partner with the right trends. Now, when you are looking at a company and investigating it, I will tell you there's 5 things that you want to look for. There's 5 indicators. And so I'm going to share with you what those 5 things are. They're 5 simple things where if you're looking at a company or an investment and they check all 5 of these boxes, then I would do a deeper dive and I'd say you're on the right track if it checks all 5. So for me, I had a friend of mine who's like an industry insider reach out to me and she said that, Bree, there's a company that did almost $3 billion and just came to North America. Well, that's a clue, you guys. When a company does that much in a country the size of the state of Indiana, that's a big clue. So of course I wanted to learn more. And one of the indicators that I look at when I'm evaluating a company is the innovation. Because here's what I'm going to tell you about this is that when you can partner with a disruptive product, okay? A disruptive product is like it's all of a sudden changing the way that we buy, the way that we spend our money. But if you can actually target a disruptive category, that's where you can make a lot of money. We saw this happen. Netflix disrupted the way that we watch movies. Uber disrupted the way that we take a taxi. We saw this happen. Apple really disrupted the way that we use smartphones and smart technology. And I am telling you, Korean skincare is disrupting the way that we buy skincare because it is changing our skin in such a profound way that the search for Korean skincare in North America alone is up over 350%. They are really setting the bar for what the standards are. Now, this is a brand that we're going to be talking about. You can see these are some of the different product lines. But what I'm going to share with you is, if you didn't know this, Korea is actually to skincare like Paris is to fashion. It's the skincare capital of the world. All of the best products come out of there. And in the hardest market in the entire world to go #1 in, they became the #1 searched for K-beauty brand in Korea. In fact, they sold 40 million jars of this alone. This is the dermatology cream. Now, I'm going to put this into perspective for you. So do we all know Selena Gomez? She she owns the Rare Beauty line at Sephora. It's a makeup line. She disrupted the makeup industry when she sold 3 million units of her makeup, and now she's a billionaire. They sold 40 million jars of this in a country the size of the state of Indiana because it works, because people saw results. You will see results in just 5 days. So this was already number 22 on the DSN list before it even came to North America. And so when I was researching these products, you want to look at innovation and look at a few different things. What are the barriers to entry? Can other people copy this product? Well, what I found out, the story behind it was the #1 product formulator in Asia. He is the guy that creates innovative home run products. And he was actually researching something called tiger grass because tigers would roll around in this because it would heal their wounds faster. Well, when he was researching this, he actually developed his own strain and technology of it. And you can see here, there's some visuals here. This is actually their brand video. They hired the producers who make videos for Toyota, paid them $800,000 to make this one video for North America. Well, when he was creating his own innovation technology, he actually even patented a species of plant, which is extremely hard to do. It takes about 3 years to get a patent on a species like that. Well, he has 12 different patents on the skincare alone, and there's 18 years of exclusivity with his product line. No one can duplicate this for the next 18 years. You're not going to see this pop up anywhere else. So that was a big one for me. So The other thing that was interesting is that this actually does things that regular skincare cannot do. You want to look for something, one, where people are going to see results very quickly. You're going to see results in 5 days, but also two, what does it do differently that other products can't do? Yes, they have the 12 different patents on the skincare, but this is a cosmeceutical that does things that regular skincare cannot do. What it uses is a microfluidizing process that allows it to penetrate to the deepest layer of skin, and it uses a nanoliposomal technology. It actually heals at the cellular level from the inside out. Well, they actually took it a step further and they even added in NMN. So if you don't, you probably don't know what that is. I would literally give a prize if anybody could answer what NMN is in the chat who hasn't heard of it before. But what it does is it actually stimulates your body's ability to make NAD. If you have heard anything about NAD, people are doing NAD injections on social media because NAD is basically what gives your body that youthful appearance, but it diminishes as we age. So they added NMN to stimulate NAD, plus the 12 patented ingredients, plus they added exosomes. Why are exosomes important? Because they are like tiny messengers that tell your cells to produce more collagen or to produce healthier cells. So it's basically what makes you like plump and firm. So the amount of good ingredients that you're getting in this product is why you're seeing results in just 5 days. So there's two different skincare lines. One is water-based, so it's really great for regular skin types. If you're sensitive or acne prone. The other one, which is in the white bottles, is oil-based. This is really great if you have very, very dry skin or if you're already using an oil-based line. But the good news is, all of these products abide by the European Union standards, which ban over 3,000 toxic chemicals. So does it work? Yes. Now you're going to see why they sold 40 million jars. In fact, I was talking to a master esthetician and she tried this. And typically, you have to realize with med spas and estheticians, they're taught that it takes 90 days to see results. And with this, you're seeing results in 5 days. And so she was saying, for what this does, I would expect something like this to cost over $300. And she said, I can't believe this is only $60. So these are my results on the left. This is my forehead. Thank goodness for this product. I really needed it. My husband is in the middle. You can see, I don't know if I'm more impressed with his pores or his sunspots. And then my friend Dina, you can see what it did for her rosacea on the right. Now, it also helps teens with acne. I love this before and after picture in the middle. Of course, men are loving the product. And then this is Paige on the right. This is more of a progression photo. This is after 5 months. You can see how it just took 10 years off of her face. So not only does it have, you don't want to just look for like one innovative hero product because every product has a lifeline, right? This has 18 years of exclusivity. Well, they have a whole separate hero product line that is also patented, and it's called Botolab. And what this is like skincare for your hair and your body. So this is actually going to heal the scalp. It's going to clear the sebum. It's going to allow the hair growth to come through. And then the skincare for your body, this is going to help with like crepey skin, discoloration on the skin, but it also grows the hair. So you can see here before and after pictures after just a few weeks what this has done for the hair growth and how after just one wash, it's actually healing the scalp. Okay, so we talked a little bit about innovation. The last thing I'm going to say on the innovative products is this. This is a collagen melting sheet mask. This sold out 3 different times. It's gone viral. This is 100% New Zealand collagen. Most masks are wet and they have preservatives in it that keep it from molding and have a longer shelf life. Well, this is dry, and after just one use, it's going to absorb 5 times deeper in the skin. You're going to have a 28% reduction in wrinkles. So, if people have a big event coming up, if they have, if they're trying to just get a jump start on their skin, we tell them to use one a day for 5 days in a row, and then they can use one as maintenance every couple of weeks. Now, talk about innovation with this. This is taking those patented ingredients, and this is Korean skincare infused makeup that just launched. Now, these are butter lip tints, and what they're going to do is they have collagen and hyaluronic acid in them. So they're actually going to heal the lips and keep them from being dry as it tints it. Well, if you've ever used a stain or a lip tint before, it can dry your lips out, but this does not do that. Now, this is my new favorite product. This is called a 4D cushion. What this is it makes your makeup look like it's been airbrushed or professionally done. Now, there is a brand called La Mer, and it's sold at Neiman Marcus. They sell their cushion for $150. This is like that, except it's like a filter for your face, and it does not charge that price point. I'm sorry, I would not pay that much for a foundation. This is $55, and it comes with a refill, and so it's going to last you several months. But you can see here, I'm going to show you. Now, we have a celebrity makeup artist that we work with, and she put this on. And you can see after just one swipe of the cushion, how it's like a filter for your face. It completely gets rid of the pores. And then, of course, you can see some before and after pictures here of what this does for the skin. Okay, so we talked about innovation. Innovation is extremely important to have a competitive advantage for other people in your marketplace. The skincare industry is a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and the fact that Korean skincare is trending, timing is critical. So timing is to direct sales, like location is to real estate. You can make a lot of money when you partner with the right timing or trends. So remember during COVID, when everybody came out with these COVID-related products and services, they took advantage of a life timing and made a lot of money off of that. Well, the search for Korean skincare in North America alone is up over 350%. It's currently a $30 billion industry, and over the next few years, it's going to more than double. So I'm telling you, the fact that the retention is so high, I don't know about you, but I want a piece of a multi-billion dollar industry. And you can see, of course, it's trending on Google, it's trending in the news, it's trending on social media. People are already searching for Korean skincare, but the problem is since it's new, people don't know why it's better. They don't know which one to use, and they don't know what the best is. They don't know how to use it. They're looking for somebody to guide them on what the best products are. And if you're going to use Korean skincare, you want to use the #1 searched for Korean skincare in Korea. So you can see that in North America, we have the top skincare market worldwide. And so the fact that you can share an affiliate code for products that people are already searching for, that can put a lot of money in your pocket. Okay, so we talked about innovation, we talked about timing. The third thing that I look for in a company is their marketing. Because I will tell you that most companies, especially if they work with affiliate marketing or direct sales, they rely on the affiliates to be that marketing. Well, in Korea, they view things very differently, where they believe in first-class marketing, they believe in celebrity endorsements. And so they actually hired Won Bin. So this is Won. He is actually like the Brad Pitt of Asia. They hired him to be the face of the brand. And you can see this is an example of some of the ads that they do where, I mean, this looks like a Versace commercial, just the quality of it. So this is kind of what you can expect to see. Now, this is the calm before the storm. People don't know about this brand yet because it's new to North America. And they are in talks with 2 different A-list celebrities to potentially collab with the brand. They are also have partnered with a branding firm that does branding for brands like Lululemon, Starbucks, Christian Louboutin, and now this brand. So the fact that people are already searching for the brand online, there's going to be more brand awareness through first-class marketing and celebrity endorsements. And the fact that you can share an affiliate code and reap the benefits of that It just kept making sense. So when you share a code, how much can you make? Well, I will tell you, money is amazing, but also I will say we like to have fun and we love to travel. This was an event that we just went to in Vegas. We actually rented, we had a penthouse suite, and so we had events here. We had a lot of fun. We had a DJ and food and swag and a photographer. We are getting ready to go to Cabo tomorrow. So we do like to travel, we like to have fun, but we also like to make money. Well, here's what's different about this. You can actually earn up to 54% on the retail side just by sharing a code. But here's what's unique. You can lock in 20 or 30% for life and never lose that. Most affiliate brands, you have to re-qualify at a tier every single month at volume requirements. You have to climb your way back up the ladder every single month. But this, once you hit that 30%, it's yours for life. You never lose it, no matter what. There's also rollover volume in this plan where your volume is going to roll over to the following month to help you towards rank advancement. So what's really interesting to me is that they do not require any subscriptions or auto shipments. And when I asked why, they said, we don't have to. They said anyone who uses these products once are not going to stop using them. So we don't have to require our affiliates to purchase them. And of course, we talked about how the retention is high. The average customer orders 7 times a year. The average order size is $200. So when you start stacking those earnings on top of each other, you can see how you're going to start collecting off of that. Okay. Can anybody put it in the chat? Do you guys remember the first 4 things that we learned about? We talked about innovation. We talked about timing, marketing, rewards. And the last thing that I look at is ownership, because ownership is critical to your success. Who's running things behind the scenes? And I know that as I've worked in direct sales before, we give 1,000% of ourselves and we expect owners to meet us halfway, but they don't always do that. So I personally wanted to know a lot about the owner behind this company. Well, we talked about how he's the #1 product formulator in Asia. He would typically sell his research, but he decided he didn't want to give it away. That's when he wanted to form a company. They did almost $3 billion in Korea. Well, this is Chairman On, and let me tell you, he's a billionaire already that drives a Hyundai. He is not doing this for the money. He is passionate about bringing luxury skincare to the everyday woman. That is his mission statement. That is why this cream is priced at $60 and it's not over $300 sitting on, a high-end department store shelf somewhere. And you have to realize, so in Korea, we actually went here a few months ago and actually got to see this. And I told you how he's a billionaire that drives a Hyundai. He's not money motivated. He's already wealthy. But I'll prove it to you, because his first year in business, most owners, when you do $3 billion, most owners would take the profits from that. They go out and they buy a jet or a beach house or a yacht. He actually took the profits from the first year in business and immediately started construction on a 5-star resort called Riman Village. And he built this for us, for the affiliates, for the distributors, for us to come in and visit and have retreats and have events and come and see the smart farms and where they harvest everything. And so we went here a few months ago and I was really blown away. I mean, one, this is like a smart farm, right? So they have their smart farms where they grow the plants, the patented plants with all the patented ingredients. But the villas are also smart villas. Like you put your clothes in the closet and you press a button and it steams your clothes while they're in the closet. So Korea really is, I think, smarter than the rest of the world. But so we went here and they said that we were going to go see the smart farm. And so I was thinking, okay, cool. We're going to go see this greenhouse with these plants. And we pull up to an entire campus that looks like this. And I remember getting off the bus and I was thinking, this is so much bigger than direct sales. And I started to question, okay, why are they in direct sales? Why isn't this sitting on a high-end department store or a med spa somewhere? And what I found out is in Korea, they view network marketing and direct sales and affiliate marketing very differently than we do, where it's very respected and it's taken very seriously. Where when the government even makes the rankings on the top retail sales, they don't differentiate between retail or MLM. And so Chairman On had been involved in this industry in his 20s and had fallen in love with it. So he knew that he wanted to partner with this industry. And when we pulled up to this is several blocks of labs and manufacturing facilities, smart farms. The newest one is 150,000 square feet. And this company is completely vertically integrated. What that means is there are no middlemen. So they own every step of the process. They even own the bottling facility that makes these bottles that holds the product. And so that is why they have more money to use towards the rewards plan or towards first class marketing because they've cut out the middleman. So it was really interesting getting to tour the smart farm. And, when we were there, I left feeling very differently about this brand where I used to feel like something like this, comes along once every 15 years that has the potential to be a legacy company. But now I'm telling you right now, something like this does not happen in direct sales. I don't believe it ever will happen again. And I truly believe that we got lucky. And Chairman On is very focused on North America. In fact, you can see this is the corporate office in California. He spent $20 million cash on this office building. They spent another $3 million renovating it because they are very, very invested in North America. They actually did research on some of the top K-beauty markets across the world. And some of the top ones were like Hong Kong and Taiwan. Mexico is really big on K-beauty. But he wanted North America to be the first market that they opened because the Koreans, they have a respect for our market and they wanted to be here. He wanted to have a corporate office in California, and he wanted this to be the base of the rest of the world. So if you're wondering how you can partner with the brand, it's only $20 to be an affiliate. You can set up your account, you can get a code. There are some starter kits where you get basically a better deal. You get more products for less money. I'm the girl that is like, if there's a sale sign, I'm the girl that always wants the best deal. And you will also get a rebate back. All the products have a 30-day money back guarantee. And I always tell people, I'm like, let the camera be the judge. Take a picture in front of a window in front of natural light and see how it works for you. So I would just encourage you to get back to the person that invited you here. Those are the 5 indicators that I use when I'm evaluating a company. I've evaluated dozens and dozens of companies, and I can tell you, I have never seen a company in the direct sales space hit the indicators as strongly as this one does. In fact, when you're evaluating a company and you're looking at those different indicators, almost look at it as, if this was a stock, would I invest in it? Would I add this to my stock portfolio? And I would absolutely be adding this to my stock portfolio, especially with all the timing, the innovation, the trends, the marketing, and then the ownership behind it. So thank you so much for joining us. And if you have any questions, get back to the person that invited you. Have a great night, everyone.